Let's meet the starters.
And coming down the stretch here, Greg, a lot left to decide, especially for teams on the playoff bubble.
And, Kevin, the play-in tournaments add another level of complexity. I'll say this. The league now has more teams fighting all the way to the end.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Morris and Beal are the guards. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. Now here is Harris. Drills it from outside.
Those are the kind of shots that Gary Harris has to let go. He's open.
Here's Beal. The 19-foot shot. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Fultz kicks to Banchero. Magic moving the ball around. And here's Harris from the arc. He can't get that one. And the Wizards now going the other way. Last time they met was in Washington.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. They've had a difficult time in this matchup. They've lost both games so far this season. I asked him how he thought they could turn around. He said, we have to improve our defensive intensity, quicken our rotation. We can make things tough around the rim with our shot blockers, but we also have to close out on the perimeter. We'll see if they can flip the script tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Appreciate it, DA. They'll be trying to lock it down defensively. Guys, what do you think?
If you want to avoid a run-and-gun type of situation, this is the approach you need to take.
Slowing the pace is easier said than done. How will they go about it?
And the Magic have been one of the league's worst offenses in recent years. In fact, it's been over a decade since they've been average in that regard. Drafting a ready-made weapon in Paolo Banchero, they hope can help them take a step in the right direction.
The offensive rebound, and it's sent back by Carter.
How about the anticipation from Carter Jr.? Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot.
For Washington, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. GA, he's asked to carry big-time scoring work, but Bradley Beal makes his teammates better as well.
And that's an area, Kevin, he has really grown. And his playmaking, when the defense overcommits, you make them pay with the pass.
You just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket. Well, next time he should do a better job, I think, of getting balanced and set up his feet. That just throws your body way out of whack and hurts your percentages.
Porzingis can't hit. Orlando's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And he hits it and gets hacked down the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And the energy of Fultz, impressive. Has an ability to nail difficult shots over an aggressive defense. You know, over the last couple of seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out. Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. Think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Morris passes to Beal. For 3. They get the rebound. Porzingis up and in from the low block.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Fires the 3. The pass to Fultz. Now Wagner back to Fultz. Sinks the three-pointer. Fultz has got 7 points.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
For Washington, how difficult, Greg, is it to win when your roster changes, as you were just talking about? It changes so much from year to year.
It's really tough. I mean, take Spencer Dinwiddie. You know, he signs a big 3-year deal, traded 6 months later. So when things like that happen, it's so difficult to create chemistry.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. So both teams making some changes here. With a break in the action, time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters at small forward over the last 10 games. Corey Kispert on top.
And when you've got a player like him who can shoot that efficiently on the perimeter, it gives you a remarkably dependable option every time down the floor.
And he is very, very careful with his shot selection, which has led to that high percentage, but not to the point where he's too conservative. He's still willing to force the issue when the situation calls for it. He'll just work that much harder for a good look.
And here's Porzingis for a three. Okeke grabs the miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's good for two. And it's 9 points for Markelle Fultz.
And Fultz is tough to contain. Even when you rough him up, he still gets the job done.
Wizards have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Beal gets a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Fultz the pass to Schofield. Fires from deep. And Fultz gets it to go. He's got 12.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And again, Washington no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
So for the Magic, their last game, a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. Porzingis throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Well, it's clear that Porzingis has some athleticism. That dunk right there, ferocious.
And Washington making a change here. Nunn's checked in. Here's Okeke. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
59 seconds left in the first quarter. And Wright kicks to Nunn. And they recover it. No good with the triple. Magic leading by 3. Pass to Okeke. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
And it's the Magic's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. And the shot goes in from Fultz. Fultz has got 14.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
And it's Wright with the ball for Washington. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, and they didn't get blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
To the inside, Porzingis, and yes, it's good. Porzingis has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's tough for the defense. Porzingis inside. I don't know who defensively is going to get to him.
Stolen by Nunn. And that one is off. And so it's Orlando with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back to the action in just a minute.
And your Magic Youth Dance Team.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
So on the floor for Washington, Morris is out there with Kendrick Nunn. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Kispert in at the 3 spot. And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next few years, and they need to make good on those high picks.
Now, here's Wagner. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Wizards trail by 6. Passes it to Gafford. Morris inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Gafford's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Suggs kicks to Anthony. Good. And the Magic lead by 6.
A nice read by Suggs. He sees the floor opening up and puts the ball right in the shooter's hands.
For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Morris passes to Gafford. Here's Kuzma. That one doesn't go. And Orlando will come the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
Well, they had the home fans worried for a little bit. I know that.
Wizards trail by 8. It's stolen by Anthony. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
The place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David Banks. The Magic making a switch here. Bowles checked in. Here's Suggs. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Beal with it. Now Anthony defending. Beal can't get it to go.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there. Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
The Magic leading by 8. Here's Wagner, and he goes right over Kyle Kuzma and slams it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And there's already a loyalty aspect to Banchero's makeup, starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the tat on his right bicep. It has the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation he can build on.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And as I watch Cole out there, I just love the progression he's made. The young man's put the work in to improve his game and really only starting to scratch the surface.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Avdia comes in for Kispert, and it's right in for Morris.
Good-looking shot from Harris. Clean look for the offense.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Wright looking around. Outside for Beal. No good from outside. For Cole Anthony, GA, this team believes in his future.
I mean, he's a competitive kid and knows how to play the right way. And now he understands how to play winning basketball. No bias from me. That's just my analysis. And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7-2 and up, not great. In today's game, demands more movement from big men than ever ever before.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple. It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
And Wright kicks to Beal. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Beal's got 6.
And Bradley Beal coming for his revenge.
A minute 42 left in the first half of basketball. Orlando moving the ball around. And here's Harris from the arc. Avdia with the rebound. Wizards trail by 10. Lets a floater go. The shot by Beal, no good.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Wright. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Out to Porzingis. Porzingis sets the pick for Kuzma. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Fultz looking around. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Fultz is a menace inside. Superb at making the D foul him when he's this close to the basket.
And he's just had 1 attempt at the line early. And the Magic making a change here. Schofield's checked in.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
With the step back. Here's Wright. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. 2022, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards name being on an NBA jersey. A cool moment for the current players who can look back on this franchise and know they're a part of history.
Carter, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. A change for the Wizards. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Washington. 15-point game. Porzingis can't hit.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Yep, that one goes in there. Schofield's got his first bucket in this one.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Beal the pass to Nunn. Driving in. A wide open look here for Wright. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Schofield. Can't drop the tough three-point. And so it's the Orlando Magic out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Washington Wizards.
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. Their coach should absolutely be ripping into their defensive effort. They need to take some pride on the other end and just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And let's focus now on the two opposing guys who were battling in the first half. There were sparks out there.
These two have been great. Locking horns, you know, like those battering rams you see on the nature documentaries. No one has given an inch.
Wait, since when do you watch nature docs?
I am nature docs. The animals hear me.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Markelle Fultz has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Harris is the shooting guard. Wagner is the small forward. In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Fultz in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Jamahl Mosley. Here's Morris. Misses off the left iron. Magic leading by 19. Fultz with the ball. Picked up by Kuzma. Fultz, no good.
Yeah, better than giving up a layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And putting that pressure on the rim, that's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Beal the pass to Porzingis. And Porzingis throws it down hard.
I don't know who's going to get up for that as Porzingis skies for the dunk.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Harris outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Harris has got 13 points. When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Jalen Suggs is checked in for the Magic. And it's sent back by Carter. Here's Suggs. He gets that one.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Kuzma outside. Porzingis with a screen on Wagner. Kuzma kicks to Beal. The Wizards with another miss.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
And the basket by Harris.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Here's Beal. Lays it up and banks it in. Beal's got his third basket of the night.
Beal finding ways to score the ball.
Here's Orlando now. They're on a 12-4 run. Wagner from long range. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist by Morris. 10 points for Bradley Beal. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
Washington's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, Kristaps Porzingis famously earned the nickname the Unicorn for his combination of size and skill. A former All-Star, injuries have held him back. But now a new team presents a new opportunity. KP says, I'm going to take my game to the next level because my body is going to be healthy, and that's it. Well, Kevin, let's hope so.
Absolutely. He has had injuries along the way, but the talent is obvious. David, thanks. Outside, Beal. Over Banchero. That one off the back iron and out.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. So for the Magic, Schofield's checked in, and it's Carter Williams in for Gary Harris. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Abdias checked in for Daniel Gafford. Kisper comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Beal, and it's Wright in for Morris.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Orlando, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Carter Williams can't get it to go. Wizards have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Going inside. A nice shot by Okeke. Okeke's got 9.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
And Nunn has got the ball here for the Wizards. Launches it. No good that time. And Orlando will come the other way. Down low. Porzingis with the steal. Now here's Wright. Not a lot of room. Pass to Porzingis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead. An elite prospect with very few holes in his game. Banchero can score from all 3 levels, makes plays for others, terrific rebounder, and the list goes on and on.
Here's Porzingis. Good work there as it goes. He's got 15. Orlando's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Wagner passes to Okeke. Here's Carter Williams. No good on the triple. Wizards have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Wagner. And he gets the bucket. Wagner's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
It's stolen by Banchero. There's the lob to the hoop. And finished off by Banchero.
Well, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Washington has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Nunn. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Nunn's got his 2nd basket of the game.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Banchero. And he slams it down right on top of Penny Avdia.
And so much athleticism from Banchero, that will translate well to the NBA.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Low block shot on the way. And no problem from... Avdia as he finishes at the rim. And the Magic shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. Now, here's Banchero. 8 points for him. Now the pass to Okeke. Off target from outside. And so it's Orlando finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Washington shooting 43% for the game. Taking a look at the Wizards. Morris and Beal are the guards. Daniel Gafford is out there with Avdia. And it's Kispert in at the small forward position.
Now, Beal gets some contact on the drive, but guess what? He keeps going.
Orlando leading by 22. Anthony with it. Brett, we've seen star players continue to angle their way onto what some would call super teams. Is that good or bad for the league?
I think at some point that's going to probably play itself out. I mean, every organization, Kevin, quite frankly, is looking for the best talent they can. So if you could pile up 3, 4, 5, you're going to do it. But at some point financially, it just doesn't make sense. So I think there's going to be a time when you're going to see that dissipate a little bit as teams put themselves together.
Fultz against Morris. Fultz dishes to Bowl. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Morris. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Avdia with a screen for Beal. Out to the right wing. Lets the 3 fly. And they get it back. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 4 assists now tonight.
You got to get out on Beal. He's just too dangerous as an outside shooter.
Here's Fultz. He kicks to Anthony. Anthony missing again.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Morris passes to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And, boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, number 1. Everything else comes after that.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Carter. To Fultz. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And again, unable to change momentum here. And here's Avdia. Here's Beal. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Bradley Beal, so thick and strong, gets fouled, but still manages to get that shot off.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Well, another part of what they've done tonight is to get a lot of work done in the mid-range. And that's a shot that a lot of teams are willing to let you take. Well, they've knocked him down.
Suggs, he's checked in for Orlando. Harris comes in for Fultz. And a switcher also for Washington. Kuzma's checked in. And both free throws good for Beal.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And your Magic Youth Dance Team.
To present the New Balance Player of the Game, Markelle Fultz.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And they were in danger of losing back-to-back games before he stepped to the forefront here tonight. This was not a game he was going to let get away from him. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. His point to them was that they put themselves in a position to succeed and that this is their game to lose. So he needs to see full concentration out of every guy on the court to finish this one off. Kevin?
Thank you, David. On defense, the Wizards. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Wagner a screen on Kuzma. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Another miss by Orlando. Wizards trail by 15. Kuzma outside. Avdia with a screen for Kuzma. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got 4 rebounds in this game. Harris passes to Anthony. They could use a bucket. And to see your son Greg find success in the NBA, I can only imagine that's going to be so special for him.
It is. I'm a proud papa because something that so few get to experience. So I couldn't be more proud of him and happy as well.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Carroll's checked in for the Magic. And both free throws good for Anthony. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Morris outside. Morris with a screen on Harris. Beal from long range. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Beal's got 14 points here in the second half. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They lead by 14. Wagner with a screen for Anthony. With the drive. And the rejection by Gafford. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And the Magic making a change here. Wagner's checked in. And a change for the Wizards. Porzingis is checked in. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Back to Kuzma. Porzingis with a screen on Wagner. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And something about Franz Wagner, a model of consistency. As soon as he came into the league, you know what you'll get from him every night.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Anthony. And with Wagner, he'll be a bigger part of this team as he grows.
Kevin, and he'll be able to contribute without being a focal point. It has a game that can blend with any other group on the floor. As his confidence grows, he'll continue to make a larger impact.
Good on both. Here's Morris. And here are the Wizards now. They're on a 12-4 run. Porzingis finds Gafford. They double-team Beal. A wide-open look here for Porzingis. Goes back up. And Gafford throws it down.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Magic leading by 14. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's find out the news on Wendell Carter. David, what's the update there?
Hey, guys, the Magic's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He told me it's a sprained elbow. Now, they put some ice on it, and they're hoping that he doesn't have any inflammation. Obviously, they can't afford to lose him. It would be devastating for this team. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. Morris with the screen for Beal. Here we go. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Mixing it up just a little bit. Beal gets himself some room to work with using that screen.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 14. 1:25 left here in the fourth quarter. He's checked in for Mo Wagner.
One more time. Let's hear it from the 407 James Steve.
Here are the Magic now. It's a 14-point game. Now Anthony. Pass to Banchero. Bowles on the pick for Banchero. And it's Bowles that time on the assist from Banchero. And the Magic lead by 16.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Orlando.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They've lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Markelle Fultz.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And Morris has got the ball here for Washington. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Beal kicks to Morris. Misses the 3. Here's Anthony. And So it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Mike, it seemed like you were looking to push the pace at every opportunity. What was your mindset?
We're just trying to get out and run. You know, the less play calls, the better. So we're just trying to get out and run and find each other.
You did a great job in transition tonight. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long.